Morning guys, we are heading up the mountain this morning just because Marcela's got an interview, so we're only going up there for a quick interview at one of the piste bars, and then we're going to ride back down. Yeah, nice one, thanks. Oh no, not just in time. Oh, yeah, nice one.
You gotta listen up, listen up.
How did it go? Good. Got a job, do you know? I don't know, yeah.
How can I tell you what I wanna do? I never needed you to give me things. I never needed gifts or diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. There is a place where we can go, where it's always shining like the snow. Listen to your heartbeat, don't you know?
Okay guys, we're back down off the mountain now. Marcela's just been for a nice 5k walk with the dogs, and I've been doing some editing as usual. As I said before, I was going to tell you all about van life costs, the monthly costs, what it costs us every single month to live in a van. So let's get to it. So I'm going to try and break the cost down into summer, winter and travelling. A couple of things I want to iron out at the beginning though first is this is quite subjective. It depends on quite a few things, such as what country you're in, what time of year it is, and what your van lifestyle is, which I'm calling van lifestyle like, are you the kind of guy who's going to sit there for, you know, a year or two on a field in one spot, or are you going to be travelling around doing 2 countries a week, you know? And we're somewhere in the middle of that. We kind of do one. We'll sit around in a spot for quite a while, a few months maybe, and then we'll travel a bit, so we kind of mix it up. Our dogs, the costs of our dogs aren't included in this because I'm just, you know...
Not everybody has a dog.
Not everybody has a dog, and not everybody has 2 dogs. If you think of a scale from 1 to 10 of van life, let's call it affluency, 1 being you're living off the bare minimum, just surviving in your van, and 10 being that you're eating out every night, you're going to all the expensive tourist attractions, you're just, you know, spending money or whatever. We're at, I would say, I haven't told you what I think we're at. What do you think we're at?
3.
That's 3-4 I'd say we're at. So that gets all that out of the way, so you kind of get a better picture of where we are on the scale. The first costs are the van. Not as in the cost of the van, but the running cost of the van. So every year we've got insurance and breakdown cover, which is approximately £600 a year. How's this? We've got road fund licence, you know, road tax, which is 140 a year, and then we have maintenance. Now maintenance, obviously again, is quite subjective. I've put £1,000 to £2,000 because last year I did actually spend nearly £2,000 because we had to do the timing chain. But this is going to depend on the age of your van, what van it is, everything else, you know, how many miles you're doing. So actually for the calculation of what we spend per month, I've put £1,500 for the whole year on maintenance, and that's for the van, anything else you might need to maintain in your home on wheels. So our standard expenses, which you're going to have whether you're travelling or not, or what time of year it is of course supermarket, which is your food and booze. And for us, I've put £400 a month. Now this, again, in Spain it's a bit cheaper than that. Here in 𝐁𝐿, it's definitely more expensive than that, so it's an average, you know. Eating out, £100 a month. Phone and internet actually is £130 a month. We have, you know, we don't have Wi-Fi obviously, and we use a lot of data with YouTube and everything else, so it is expensive, but we get a lot for it.
For the clothes, we haven't actually spent any money, I think, since we moved into the van.
No, we haven't, have we?
So
that's why I got holes in my socks.
Then we pay for Apple Music, which is £9.99 a month, and Audible subscription, which is £7.99.
And talking about Audible, actually, we've been listening to I keep calling it What the Health. Well, that's the
How Not to Die.
How Not to Die by Dr. Gregor. Awesome book. If you're interested in how not to die, you know, this book could save your life. And I've actually put a link to a free Audible subscription, a free Audible trial in the description below. Thanks Amazon for that link. Give it a try. I've also included ski passes. I know everybody's not going to have ski passes, but I'm assuming that most people are going to have some sort of hobby or some sort of expense which is going to be around the sort of value, and the value is 1,400 quid. It's both of us, yeah. And don't forget, all these costs are for both of us as well.
So that brings the cost of our basic living requirements to £950 a month.
Yeah, for both of us. So it's not bad at all, is it, for both of us? And then, so I've split it into summer, winter travelling, right? Dogs, come on. So in the summer we spend only £30 a month on diesel, actually, because we're usually parked on a beach and we don't really go too many places. And obviously we've got the sun for the electricity, we don't need any heating, so like it's gas, LPG, £10 a month, that's for our cooking and hot water. Again, in the summer is a lot cheaper than winter. And our laundry, we usually do a lot of our laundry, like the smaller stuff, we'll actually do it just in the shower here and hang it up on the awning outside in the summer. And so we end up spending maybe £10 a month on the laundrette. And that's just when we're doing things like the dog blankets and stuff like that, some like big heavy stuff. Shits. That plus the previous total of our like raw living expenses brings the total to £110 per, no, £1,010 per month. And that's what you can kind of expect to be paying to live in a van over the summer without travelling. Hitting the winter, so here at winter we're having to run the engine quite a bit because we're in a place where there's shade. Even if there is the sun, it's not up for very long, it's on a really low angle. And I still need to use my MacBook a lot. So our diesel actually goes up to £110 a month. Our gas is up to £20 a month. It's like we use double the amount of gas just because it's so much colder to heat the water. And our washing, we can't dry it outside, so we're actually spending 50 quid a month on the laundrette. On the laundry at the laundrette. At the moment. So that total will be £1,130. And then you add on travelling. So if you're doing all this, I haven't done a winter travelling and a summer travelling because I thought, you know, it's a bit too much, and plus
it wouldn't be that much of a difference.
No, yeah, because you're not ticking, you're not running.
No.
You don't have to sit there with the engine ticking over for electric, because you're driving anyway. But travelling generally, when we're travelling, we travel kind of not too slow, not too quick. We kind of like, we spend a couple of days in a spot and then we'll drive for maybe like 4 hours or so, depending what area you are, depending what you want to see. All this is really subjective, guys. You know, you can do it a bit cheaper, you can do it a bit more expensive. But assuming that you're not driving on tolls, we put £500 extra while travelling, and that's for your extra diesel. And also, we tend to eat out a bit more when we're travelling. It kind of, I don't know, there's a bit more of a holiday notion to it while you're moving about. And that's it, guys. Anything else to add on that?
Dog costs are just standard. If you are interested, it's just exactly the same as there would be if you'd keep it at home.
Yeah.
Vet and food.
Well, maybe a little bit more on vets, because there's going in and out of different countries. Not so much here, but going back into the UK. Even before Brexit, going back into the UK, it costs like, I think it's about 40 quid, something like that, to have a wormer and a little check over. But then you might have heard, you know, with all the Brexit stuff that they're saying, we might go back to having to do blood tests and everything else. So, yeah.
So at the moment I work in the chalets and I get to keep what other people's left behind. If they can't take anything, if they can't take something on the plane, they'll leave it behind, and I'm able to adopt it. So that saves us quite a lot of money being in France, because everything's really expensive here, like really expensive. Like Head and Shoulders is €10.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah.
So that's why I got dandruff.
Yeah.
So that's everything, guys. I hope it's been useful for you. As usual, subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up. Leave a comment. What sort of expenses do you have in your vans if you live in a van? What sort of budget are you going to expect to have if you're aspiring to live in a van? How much is your rent?
How much could you save a year living in a van?
How much could you save a year living in a van? Yeah. We planned on saving, but we kind of just earn less instead and do less. Anyway.
Well,
okay, bye. She needs to get spayed soon. Hello.
He's ready to go.
Hi. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. If you did, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And ding my bell, because you won't even know if I've uploaded a video otherwise. Cheers guys, see you on the next one.